Yeah, I mean, that last year was a magical year. I think obviously 2020 kind of set that up with a lot of those guys coming back. And obviously we lost a lot of those. There's a lot of older players on that team. Colin Floyd, the Rising Pitcher of the Year. We lost some all-conference guys, a couple guys in the transfer portal. So, I definitely think that it's been really exciting to see kind of the growth. We talk about development for our program, working on player development and developing those guys that are in our system. And I think you're going to see some of those guys really flourish this year.
I'd say the confidence level of this team is not higher or lower than last year's, but different. I feel like a lot of guys feel like we have more to prove this year than any other year. Every other year, the expectations have always been low. We haven't really had a chance to come off a success and prove that we deserve to be here and we deserve to compete with the best. I feel like we have a lot of young guys, a lot of new guys that are going to be taking over some big roles for the team, and just wanting to prove that last year wasn't, I guess the word would be, a fluke. And a lot of guys are just hungry to go out there and show that that success was from everybody's hard work before us, and now we're just continuing to work harder and harder each year to keep building off of that success.
I would say this is probably the furthest along and the most confident I felt in our pitching staff, up into this point. John Snyder's a great guy to be in that front end. I had a great year last year. I think Travis Perry's a guy that's made a nice jump for us. He's going to be a Saturday starter for us. And Matt Broski has been as good as anybody up into this point. So I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year. He's really, kind of come on. The velocity's taking that next jump, kind of changes arm action. I think we probably roll 11 or 12 deep in our bullpen.
I don't really look into it very much. I've never really been one to have very many expectations on myself. I've always been kind of an under-the-radar guy. So when I see stuff like that, I mean, it's nice and all to have a little bit of recognition, but I just keep my head down, keep going, keep competing with my teammates at practice, keep trying to be the best that I can be, and it doesn't change anything at the end of the day. You still have to go out there and compete and work hard and be the best that you can be on the mound, because when I step out there on Friday night to pitch and I have the 8 guys behind me and the catcher in front of me, that hitter doesn't care about anything, any news article that was written about me. So I have to go out there and compete, and we all have to go out there and compete.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, a lot of these guys have some stuff to prove, and I think part of it is just, we've always talked about sustaining success. This program's had a lot of success at times. It just hasn't been, for long periods of time. So I think that's the challenge that these guys are excited to take on. Those expectations are important to them. They want to have expectations. They want to be a team that can win a Horizon League championship. And but I think a lot of these guys, they're playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder because, a lot of teams outside, there's been some publications at us fourth or whatever. They want to say, we didn't lose anything. We're here to take that next step, and hopefully they'll be able to do that because I think they're ready to.